one we are looking at is the if function. So as an analyst, the if function can actually help you to automate and categorize your data sets. It makes your life easy. So the if function, we give a logical condition to Excel and we ask Excel to execute it if the conditions we have given meet the criteria. Okay, so we have this data set. Over here we have employment. Now we have employed and we have unemployed over here. Now let's just say that we want to assume that all the people that are employed are busy people and all those that are unemployed, they are not busy. So we want to see the number of idle people. We want to see those that are idle. We want to see those that are busy. So let's say let's insert a column over here this way. Then we'll name this column busy or idle. Okay, busy or idle. Now this way. So we want to tell Excel that Excel should look inside column G. And if Excel sees employed inside the column G, Excel should tell us that the person is busy. If Excel does not see employed in that column, then Excel should tell us that the person is idle. Like any other function in Excel, you begin with an equal to sign. Then you type the if. So if checks whether a condition has been met and returns one value if true and another value if false. So that is what we are going to do. Now we are telling Excel that Excel should look inside this column G, and if this column G is equal to employed, then again employed is a string variable, meaning it is a text. So you have to put it in quotation mark and you type it as it appears. Okay, you type it as it appears. So we are saying that if Excel sees employed, Excel should tell us something. Okay, so now when you are done, you bring a comma. Now we have to input the value if true. So we are saying that if Excel sees employed, Excel should tell us that the person is busy. Okay, so we put busy person. Okay, so let's have something like this, busy person. Then we close it. But if it is not employed, comma, Excel should tell us that the person is idle. Okay, so the person is idle person. Okay, so we type idle person, and mind you, all these are string variables. So since they are text, we put them in quotation mark. When you are done, then you close the brackets, then you hit equal to. This is one way of using the if function. All right, so let's try using another if function in a different way. So let's say that we want Excel to look inside the income after. Okay, we want Excel to look inside the income after data sets that we have over here, and we are telling Excel that any value that is less than 100 cedis, it means that the person is a poor person. So any value that is less than 100 cedis, it is a poor person. And any value, if it is greater than 100 cedis, it means the person is rich. So that is the condition, the logical condition we are giving to Excel. So let's say we insert a column over here again. Now we name this column poor or rich. Okay, poor or rich. Now we are telling Excel that Excel should look inside column K. Inside column K, anybody that is earning less than 100 cedis income after, the person is a poor person. So that is what we are saying. So we begin the syntax with an equal to sign, then we say if. So you enter the if, then we ask Excel to look inside this column. If this column is less than, so you bring a less than. Okay, you bring a less than, so let's say you bring a less than 100 cedis over here. Then, and mind you, because this is a value, this is a number, we don't put it in quotation marks because it is a number, it is not a string variable, so we do not put it in quotation mark. Now this is what we are saying: if any value inside the income after is less than 100 cedis, tell me that a person is a poor person. So because poor person is a text, we put it in quotation mark, so we say poor person. Okay, poor person. When you are done, you close the quotation mark. And we are saying that if it is not, it is more than 100 cedis, tell us that the person is a rich person. Okay, the person is a rich person. And remember, you put it in quotation mark, rich person. When you are done with everything, you close your parenthesis, then you hit equal to. So you can see rich person, you can see rich person, you can see poor person, you can see rich person, you can see poor person. So whatever you see, a rich person per this definition is someone who earns more than 100 cedis. A poor person is someone who earns less than that. Now let's check something. So this is 150 cedis. It is a rich person. You can see 50 cedis over here. We have poor person over here. You see, so that is how it works. Okay, and this place is actually 0, so it's a poor person, and that is how all these works. So that is it for the F function in Excel.